This now, in South Africa is battling a second wave of COVID-19. Irresponsible drinking patterns are becoming a cause for concern. The Liquor Traders Association is warning people to drink responsibly. Let's discuss this then with Lucky Ndimane from the Liquor Traders Association. So, Lucky, what exactly are you calling for as an association in as far as patrons who go to establishments that are part of your grouping?
Good afternoon to Lasizwe and good afternoon to eNCA viewers as well. So look, we are making this call because we understand that we are in a very precarious position as liquor traders, but also the fact that the country is experiencing a second wave. We cannot ignore the numbers anymore, and we understand that some of our patrons might have received bonuses, as we know that most companies closed now, and a lot of people will have gone home into their home provinces. So our call is to say that they need to continue to consume alcohol in a responsible manner, but most importantly is to observe the COVID-19 regulations. Because as you can imagine, in homelands, in villages where we come from, a breadwinner will go and have one or two to consume. And if they are not careful in how they carry themselves or conduct themselves, then they'll bring the COVID-19 at home to those people that are not party to their activities. So we're making that call that, we should continue to observe the social distancing, sanitize at all times, and make sure that we're wearing face masks. But most importantly, to ensure that, we avoid issues of drink and driving, but also we consume liquor in the most responsible manner, especially during this festive season.
Is your call that you're making at this particular point based on your observation that there comes, a sense of complacency around this time, as well as heightened irresponsible use of alcohol around this time?
Without a doubt, Lasizwe, it's about time that we accept this reality. We know that even the road deaths, spike during the festive seasons. But when you add liquor, alcohol, irresponsible usage, that is, into the mix, the results are not good for us. But now, it is very sensitive time in our country. We cannot afford to drop, the health system as they are battling the COVID-19 pandemic. We need to support, our frontline workers, our heroes, as they try, to contain this runaway pandemic as it is. So we cannot really have a situation where we have to deal with irresponsible usage of alcohol or any societal ills that are linked to that. But we need to make sure that ours is the conduct that further supports government's efforts in making sure that, we arrest the resurgence of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, Lucky, a call is something that I can make because I have no influence over people who are liquor traders. You do. Other than just making the call, what are you doing to ensure that your members enforce these regulations, make sure that people behave responsibly, don't sell alcohol to people who are visibly drunk and shouldn't be, should not have more liquor, sold to them? What are you practically doing?
So what we're practically doing, in partnership with the alcohol industry, which is the manufacturers, SAB, Heineken, Diageo, Pernod Ricard, and Distell, is that we've got compliance programs that are running all over the country. Next week, the session moves to PE, as well as the Western Cape, which are identified as hotspot areas. But also, we've got transport safety initiatives that Distell has partnered with the Department of Transport that talks to the issues of transport safety. And also we've got alcohol-based behavioral change programs that are run by our sister partner, aware.org, that seeks to have initiatives running on the ground across all 9 provinces that talks to ensuring that there is a responsible usage of alcohol. That touches on a very key point that you mentioned now, Tilosizwe, around ensuring that alcohol is not sold to underage, alcohol is not sold to visibly pregnant people, and also as well to ensure that people that are visibly drunk are not allowed to enter these premises of alcohol as well. So we are having initiatives on the ground. Ours as liquor traders to support those initiatives to the fullest.
Yeah, because someone will say that, you're making this call now because you are worried that with the second wave of the COVID-19 and the measures that government is introducing now, there's a real possibility that in the coming weeks, government could come to the conclusion that actually we should revert to more stringent measures around the sale of alcohol, particularly on-site consumption of alcohol. And yet, when you were under the impression that the lockdown is going away and basically things were getting relaxed, you were also relaxed and you were not, enforcing any of these measures. You were not proactive in ensuring. Some of the videos we see come from some of your members.
So this is twofold. So there's an issue around patrons, which is consumers, and there's an issue around liquor traders. And we have seen the behavior of liquor traders in its past 5 months, which for me, I would say is exemplary. And it's what we call for as the liquor industry to say that liquor traders should be responsible. The reason why government is given us the opportunity to be able to trade is because of the efforts of the liquor traders that has been shown on the ground to be working, to be supporting government's efforts. But the bigger problem is around consumers, who seem to have a negative relationship with alcohol. That doesn't support the government's call to ensure that ours is a responsible usage of alcohol. We provide a necessary environment that allows the health sector to be able to deal with COVID-related issues and not trauma that are caused linked to alcohol. So we understand these realities, Thulasizwe, and we're not shying away from them. And we know that there are those rotten apples that seem to have a much bigger voice than the ones that are trading in liquor or consuming in liquor responsibly. Hence, we further make this call. It's not a call that is being made because we feel that we are losing the battle, but it's a call to reinforce the message that we've been preaching all along, to say that we need to continue to drink liquor responsibly. And as liquor traders, we need to do so as well in how we trade liquor going forward, especially during this festive season as we head towards, a worst case of a second wave, as it were.
All right, thank you for that. That's the Liquor Traders Association's Lakintimane. They're weighing in and making that call for the responsible use of alcohol as we are in the second wave of COVID-19 and also during this particular festive season.